Ha, ha, ha. What up, motherfuckers? Today's video is gonna be about big cats. Aye, big, fucking, hairy, gigantic fucking cats. Now, what it is there's been fucking sightings in Halifax. Now, people don't know if it's real or not, but this isn't just in Halifax. Over time, there's been fucking loads of fucking reportings of fucking big cats in fucking Britain. You know, just people out walking their dog in the morning, minding their own business, walking along with a dog, having a fucking tab, fucking all of a sudden a big fucking cat appears and they're like, whoa, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Some people have reported that their fucking animals are being chased and stuff like that, and there's been fucking sightings all over, and just a few off my head is like, well, like I say, the Halifax one, there was sightings doing Coventry, I think it was, Bodmin, the beast of Bodmin Moor, you know what I mean? There's always been fucking sightings. Now, I know a lot of it in the olden days, well, I'm saying the olden days, you know, like the 60s and the 70s, there was a lot of sightings in them days, but that was at a time where people had loads of fucking crazy large animals. Do you know what I mean? Like fucking, that people just had animals. What you think? What you had one of them? And how the fuck were you allowed that? Well, that's the thing. People were allowed animals, but then obviously the fucking governments turned around and said, look, if you want all these dangerous animals, you're gonna have to have a license. You know, like some sort of license to say that you're in control of it and you know what you're doing. Well, a lot of people who couldn't get a license just fucking released them. They just released it. Oh, I'll just let this fucking puma on the loose, or this fucking little jaguar, or whatever kind of cats it was, but they were just literally fucking releasing them, you know. And but like years later, people are wondering, well, where the fuck's all these come from? Well, that's what I think. I personally think that a lot of them got fucking released, and they've obviously fucking met up with other fucking cats that's been released and fucking bred and had fucking babies, and next thing you know, people are fucking saying shit. I mean, it's got to be fucking frightening, isn't it? I mean, imagine you're just fucking walking home from a fucking night out on the piss or something like that, you know, and you just start having a fucking piss in some bushes, and then you look up and there's a fucking set of eyes just looking at you, and you're like, what the fuck? I mean, I've seen fucking videos in like places like India where there's been like fucking, I think it was a leopard on loose in the middle of a fucking town, and everyone was going, whoa, whoa, and it was fucking jumping over walls. It grabbed this one man, and fucking, honestly, if, like, people didn't run towards it, he would have been fucked. It just wrapped around his leg, like, as if it clawed itself around his leg, and it wouldn't fucking let go, and, you know, it's just, you think you could fucking fight, but you've got no chance against a fucking big cat, man. They're gonna fucking have you straight away. And there was I've seen a one where there was a dude jumping into a fucking, like a lion's fucking den at a zoo, and it just fucking, a couple of them just got him, and they were trying to shoot the lions, but, you know, it just fucking grabbed him by the head and, like, shook him, and I'm not sure if he fucking died or not. And now it showed you, like, images of him, well, a video of him afterwards in the hospital, and he had massive fucking, like, cuts, and you could see inside his fucking body and everything, man, but that was just off, like, one or two. You know, but imagine getting fucking just dragged away somewhere. I mean, little kids, you know, they're the ones that'll get fucking dragged away. Fucking, even people's dogs and shit like that, they'll just fucking grab them, fucking snap their neck and then drag them away, and, you know what I mean? But you never ever expect to see fucking big cat in fucking Britain. I mean, you see loads of little cats and that, you know what I mean? Maybe it's one of them fucking, is it a serval or cervid or whatever it's called? You might be lucky enough to see one of them, but people are fucking saying they're spotting jaguars and pumas and fucking cheetahs and leopards, and, you know what I mean? Where does it end? Fucking, I wonder what other animals is out there. I mean, all we need now is a few fucking apes to be on the loose, you know what I mean? Chimpanzees, types that'll fucking just rip your fucking face off in 2 seconds. Remember that woman in America had her fucking face ripped off? She went to see her friend, and her friend had a fucking chimp. And she went to see her, and she was like, oh, it's okay, it's nice around people. Boom! Ripped her fucking face clean off. I'm sure she was on fucking Jerry Springer or something like that. But, aye, the big fucking cats in Britain. If you've never fucking seen it, it's worth having a fucking butchers on the internet. I know the latest one was 2 days ago, I think it was, in Halifax. But you don't know whether to believe these people or not. You know, they could be trying to fucking, well, look at, everything's been shut down for months, isn't it? So people are going to want tourists to fucking go to their town and fucking spend. As soon as people find out there's something happened somewhere, they fucking everyone ascends on our place to see what the crack is, you know. So people might be fucking missioning around the fucking hills of Halifax this weekend, seeing if they can fucking spot this big cat. Or, like I say, it could all just fucking be bullshit. We'll never know until you see it. If any of you do see it, I would love for you to fucking send a picture onto me page, because I wouldn't mind seeing it myself, you know. But aye, the big cats of Britain, are they real, or is it just fucking bullshit? Suppose we'll never know. Hope you have an awesome day, people. See you later. And remember what I said, if you see a fucking big cat, get out of its way. It's gonna fucking drag you away otherwise. Au revoir, people. I don't know why I keep saying au revoir. I can't fucking stop saying that at the end of my video now. I'm gonna have to stop saying that, like. Yeah. We'll see you fucking Auf Wiedersehen. See you later, people.